places in the world that have already celebrated it earlier today. And there are those in the world that will be celebrating it later today. But in China, they won't be celebrating it until a month from now. And here, in the land of Eorzea, they embrace the Chinese New Year when it happens a little too early. Yeah, it's a bit strange that this place celebrates the Chinese New Year and does it earlier than the Chinese actually celebrate their own New Year. But we're going to get to see how this works out as we get to celebrate Chinese New Year in this game. And so with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here on Overall Autism for this special bonus video of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And today, we're getting the opportunity to participate in the Final Fantasy XIV take on the Chinese New Year, known as Heavensturn. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I mistakenly referred to this seasonal event as Heaven's Fall, but that's not what it's called Heavensturn. And, as I mentioned before, it's centered around the Chinese New Year, even though Chinese New Year takes place in February. So, we have to speak to a particular individual to get these season events started, as we always do, and most of them have started here at Gridania's Mikado Amphitheater. So, what do you say we speak to the person right over here, this Saru Bugyo, and we're going to get close up a shot on him, especially since the sun has set. You may have noticed that this guy is wearing a helmet with a monkey face on it, and you're probably wondering what the heck that's all about. Well, you might remember I mentioned that this event centers around the Chinese take on New Year's. And, of course, if you're familiar with the Chinese calendar, every year is recognized with a different animal. So, in 2016, the Chinese New Year will center around the Year of the Monkey. And that'll be the first time that's happened since 2004. So, we want to speak to the Saru Bugyo here. And we'll go ahead and take his challenge at level 15 entitled Monkey About Town. The distressed Saru Bugyo looks pleadingly in your direction. You are a man of the adventuring persuasion, yes? I was told that those of your profession are often willing to lend aid to those in need, and I had hoped to impose upon your kindness. Ah, but you must think my manners have deserted me. I am the Saru Bugyo, part of the Far Eastern delegation come to introduce our Heavensturn customs to Eorzea. When the season of Heavensturn arrives on our shores, we have a tradition wherein monkeys, creatures perceived as living symbols of good fortune, are welcomed into our towns as an integral part of the festivities. We would like to share this tradition with your people. Are you perhaps familiar with the practice? Well, last year, what they did was that and this is something I actually looked up, so I thought it was pretty strange. Last year for Heavensturn, the animal that was represented was the ram, even though the ram is not featured in the Chinese calendars in any year, which is a bit surprising, but yeah, I don't know why they did that and were not particularly accurate. This year they are being accurate, though, with using monkeys to represent the new year. But are we familiar with the practice? Well, when it comes to the monkeys, yeah, unfortunately we're not. Yeah, I was going to say, we're not familiar with what they do with the monkeys, so we're just going to say no. I'm afraid not, sir. It is common, you see, for monkeys to be recruited by our festival performers. The creature's joyful antics are known to serve as a beacon for harmonious and positive energies. I am saddened, then, that Eorzeans do not hold a favorable opinion of these playful beings. Quite the opposite, in fact. The monkey is a wild beast to be cast out and reviled. There is much to be done if we undo this undeserved reputation. Thus did I consult with the Mochi Daikan, our master of rice cakes, and settled upon an event that will surely soften this antagonistic attitude. Our plan involves the making of a veritable mountain of rice cakes, and then having these fortuitous treats distributed to the masses by the very animal they appear to despise. As matters stand, we have been able to contact the Colosseum in Uldar and organize some Hulkling Cyclops to begin pounding the rice on the outskirts of the city-states. Unfortunately, however, this activity soon attracted the attention of several wild opo-opos, who proceeded to dart in and snatch handfuls of the freshly pounded mochi. I feel that such mischievous behavior will only reinforce the reputation of monkeys as pests. Before these befurred omens of prosperity further damage our cause, I would ask that you retrieve the mochi from one of the Cyclops and deliver it into the waiting paws of Jiromaru. Okay, so is that the gentleman right there? Is that the owl mascot to his right? It may be a monkey, but he looks like an owl. He and his handler will travel behind and join you at whichever rice pounding site you choose to visit. If you can perform but this one service, then the festivities may continue as planned. Jiromaru, our most gentle and magnificent companion, shall hand out advent cakes to all and sundry, filling both hearts and bellies with warm appreciation for all monkey kind. Okay, so, hoping to share their Heavensturn customs with the realm, the Saru Bugyo and his Far Eastern delegation have organized rice pounding sites across the lands of Eorzea. The Fate, Pounding Rice, Pounding Hearts can be found at any of the following locations. Southeast of the Zephyr Gates in Middle Lanosea, east of the Salt Strand in Lower Lanosea, southeast of Ben Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. Well, that's really easy, I can go to that no problem. South of Wrist Mill in the North Shroud. Oh, that's also easy. Sorry. Southeast of the Oldad Dispatch Yard in Central Thanlin, and east of Camp Drybone in Eastern Thanlin. Complete the fate by retrieving advent cakes for Jiromaru, then return to the Sorubugyo with news of your success. Alright. Let's do it. So since this is a fate, and fates always involve combat, I guess that means that the Azure Dragoon is going to have to take up arms. So, let's make our way over to the Central Shroud. And see what we can do for everyone. Now, southeast of the Central, or southeast of Ben Branch. Like, how far southeast are we talking? Okay. Okay, it's down there, but it's in progress. I don't know if we're gonna make this one in time. I don't know if we're necessarily gonna make this one in time, and if we don't, that's fine. Because we can always catch the next one, because there's always gonna be people... I imagine that the large majority of the people are just gonna choose to stay close to Gridania, and because you can take any one of 6 different sites across Eorzea. I imagine that people are going to want to stay conveniently close to Gridania and take either this or go to Wrist Mill in North Shroud instead. I can't honestly see many people going to Lanosea or Thanlin to do this fate. But it also depends on if you have to do them at every single site that there is. Okay, so let's get off my mount. Okay, yeah, the time's pretty much expired on this, so we're just gonna have to let this one go. So once it gets restarted, okay, so we can see the Cyclops there, and he's doing his pounding of the rice. Now it's just a matter of, I imagine that we're gonna have to, we did see some of the Opo-Opos on the field as well. So I'm guessing that we have to fight them off and kill them in order to continue on. Mochi is this way. Oh, can we just talk to you and start any time? Having Cyclops pound the rice for us seemed like an excellent idea at first, until they realized they had no intention of ceasing their earth-shattering blows. Might you brave this Titan's hammer and retrieve our precious Mochi? Pray hand any Amba cakes you rescued to Jiromaru here. Yeah, because it looks like people want to get started, so the fact that we can do this at any time is good. Hey, you. You have something that doesn't belong to you. Alright, that was easy. Oh, but the Mochi is also alive, too, for some reason. And how the heck did I get heavied? Yeah, I don't want to step in there. Yeah, hey Cyclops, put your hammer down, man. What the? Okay, apparently I got the Mochi's attention. Finally, the stupid thing... Ow! I was about to say the stupid thing finally stops pounding, but no, not how it goes. So yeah, really this is just a matter of being patient. Find the Oppo-Oppos whenever they show up, and when they run away, make your move. Because, yeah, I don't think the point is to attack him. Alright, yeah. If I can get in there with a piercing talon, it'll make life a lot easier. In fact, I think Ryushi Sato has the right idea. Problem is, we're waiting on this stuff to be made available to us. We're waiting for more Oppo-Oppos to show up. Because, yeah, I don't think he wants to go in... Okay, well, he's a long-range attacker, so perhaps it's not surprising that he's trying to make an attack here. Oh, hey, you! Hey, you! Sha-la-la-la! I don't think so. Cough it up! Ooh. Come on, be in range. Oh, come on! I'm targeting the Oppo-Oppo. Yeah, over here. Oh, you're pretty much at the mercy of this guy. Because you pretty much have to make a desperate hope that you can... Oh, no! Oh, no! No! I'm dead. Yeah, I had to get greedy, didn't I? I had to be greedy. This may be the hardest fate I will ever do. Because you're at the mercy of the Oppo-Oppos. And you're waiting for an eternity for them to come to you. Yeah, I think another strategy is mandatory here. What that guy was doing, I believe he has the right of it. I believe he is doing the right thing by implementing a long-range attack. Thankfully, I do have long range on my own. I'm not solely limited to playing as a Dragoon. I can play as other warriors too. So, while we are thinking about this, let's switch over to my Bard, which is the enhanced version of the Archer. Because, yeah, it doesn't do me any good whatsoever if I'm pretty much helpless waiting for someone to come to me. All I can hope is that the fate has not already been completed without me getting a chance to help finish it off. But yeah, this may be the most frustrating fate I've ever done. Because you are expected to go in full throttle. You are expected to be always on offense, always be attacking. And the fact that you cannot get remotely close to an opponent in order to help out the cause is a real issue. Do I still have my cakes? No, I don't. I lost them when I died. So I'm at the mercy of the stupid Cyclops. In fact, if you can attack the Mochi too, I would like to also try and attempt to do that. Yeah, tree slugs stay free and clear. Stay free and clear, do not interfere. But yeah, anyone who tries to even attempt to get close is gonna regret it. Plus, it's also very difficult just to get an attack on an Oppo in the first place because there are so many enemies that are running interference and get into your line of sight, and you have to kill them off too. Yeah, it's not just the Oppos, nor is it just the Cyclops, it's everything else. So you're basically ordered, essentially, to serve as, am I going to represent the group that's doing the fate by clearing off all the enemies that get in the way? Or am I going to be the one who's going to actually be greedy and try and kill off the Mochi? And the Oppos that are trying to take said Mochi? Yeah, I really would like to do this as a Dragoon, but I'm not being given a choice. Alright. Enough cakes have been submitted. Ooh, I got 11. I don't know how I got 11, but I'll take it. But yeah, there's no way I can do this as a Dragoon. There's simply got... There are too many variables, too many intangibles involved with this to be able to safely do this with a close-range warrior. There is no way you can do it with anything other than a ranged attacker. I imagine I'll be credited for a full completion, and then I'll be able to be allowed to go, but yeah, if you ever want to do this yourself while Heavensturn is going on, make sure you come with a ranged attacker in tow. Because there's no way you can do this with... I would say go with a black mage, go with a bard, go with a machinist, even go as a white mage. But do not come here with a warrior class that is melee style. Don't come in with a tank. Don't come in with a Dragoon or a Monk. Don't come in with a Dark Knight. Come in with a healer. Come in with a Magician. Come in with an Archer. Come in here with a Machinist. But anything that's close range, do not even bother trying. Unless you want to see yourself getting repeatedly killed like you saw me doing. Thankfully, I was fortunate enough to have a backup plan, and watching the other people that were doing the fate really motivated me to think, yeah, there is a better way to do this, and I do have a way to be able to facilitate that. So, now that we've taken care of that ridiculousness, yeah, those of you who want to take part, good luck. Make sure you come with the right warrior class, or else you ain't gonna live to tell the tale. Bugyo, I've returned. My ego has been bruised, but I'm still alive. Yeah, stunned and put to sleep in one shot and then finished off in a second. That's just awful. Adventurer, glad I am to see you returned unharmed. Yeah, you wish. From your treacherous task, the advent case you collected have been starched and rolled and made ready for the festival. See for yourself. Juromaru hands out our Heavensturn treats even as we speak. Is he really? Or is he just throwing them at people? Yeah, you go, owl man. I heard they're performing some Far Eastern custom outside the city and went to see what all the fuss was about. When I saw what those Oppos were doing, I thought for certain they were stealing the rice. But it seems I was mistaken. It was all part of the performance. They were taking the rice treats so that the well-fed Oppo could hand them out in town. Those clever beasts were even trying to stop those foolish adventurers from being injured by shooing them away from that nasty Cyclops. And here I thought Oppos were not but a nuisance. I think we accomplished what we were supposed to. Oh, a big old row comes up. I'm afraid events have been somewhat misunderstood, but I suppose the result is what matters. If people have begun to see monkeys in a flavorful light, then our mission here is a success. May the sticky goodness of mochi bind us all closer together. Ha 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 ha! Yes, sir, Mr. Big Burly, Ora. And thank you. Well, let us hope that this proves to be the turning point for Eorzean appreciation for monkeys and the fortune they bring. We are most grateful for your assistance. And as our custom has been so well received, we have decided to continue making and distributing rice cakes for the duration of the festival. We would be most appreciative should you choose to aid us again. So this does have a continuous approach to it. Well, the fact that you only do one quest, though, is kind of disappointing. In any event, it looks like we get 3 different versions of monkey helmets. Here no helm, speed... Okay, I get it. I get it. Now, what do you say we try on one of these? And thankfully, I had conveniently just enough helmet, or spots for helmets. Oh, okay, I get it. So, yeah, he can't see because neither can the monkey. And then the speak no. Yeah, puts it over your mouth. So how the hear no helmet work? Okay, so it's just like the Sorubugyo's helmet. Alright. Well, now that we've taken care of all that, yeah. Last year's Heavensturn event was bizarre because of the unorthodox usage of sheep. This year, it's strange because of the fact that you're endangering yourself to do one task. You had one job, and you have to risk your life to do it. And yeah, as I mentioned before, if you don't have a ranged warrior class or a magician, then you better not attempt this challenge. Just some advice to take. As you saw, I paid the price for being greedy and arrogant as a dragoon, and it cost me big time. So, go in there as a ranged attacker or as a magician, and you will be just fine. And so, yeah, I guess that's it for Heavensturn 2015/16. And so, I guess we'll wait to see when the next patch becomes available for more storyline. Or perhaps the next thing that will happen before that is that we will get to February, and we will get to have a reintroduction of Eorzea's take on Valentine's Day. I imagine it'll be the latter that happens first, but we'll see what happens. But we'll take this opportunity to bring this video to a close. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this special bonus video of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And I look forward to seeing you all in the new year as we continue on with Final Fantasy XIV, as well as our Earthbound Blind Let's Play, and the debut, starting tomorrow, of the brand new Let's Play series that I have been promoting for the last few weeks. I hope to see all of you there, now, and in the weeks, months, and years to come. So, Happy New Year, everyone, and until next time, this is Matthew and Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.